Previously on The Wandering Path.
Boggin's Bistro. Haunted? A showdown at everyone's favorite fun time zone led to a victory over a spooky electro-phantasm, though the birthday party was definitely ruined. What the heck was that? Does anyone know? And who's this Inspector Ravona lady? She just gets to decide Boggin's is closed? Doesn't she know Fran needs to get paid somehow? Well, every day's a new day in New Prosper, and hopefully the light of dawn will illuminate some answers for our heroes. All caught up? Okay, then let's see what's around the bend today on The Wandering Path. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
It was
A night.
definitely a night.
Filled with ghosts.
How'd y'all sleep?
Bad.
Not well.
very well, no.
Also, both extremely well and horribly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
You know when you're so tired that you don't realize you go unconscious and you're like, I must have slept very deeply, but I don't feel good when I wake up.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
There was one time I fell asleep on a sheetless mattress. I was in the middle of laundry,
Yep.
and I just laid my little head down on my sheetless mattress. It's that kind of night.
Gotcha. I mean, definitely for JJ and Samira, who fell asleep in the laundry room.
Yeah.
Was
just in a
that
pile of
real? Did that really
laundry.
happen?
That was real.
Great. I want to start this little wake-up sequence with Gordon, actually.
Sick.
Gordon, it was a rough night.
Yeah. Specters abound.
Yeah. Before you fell asleep in Ibra's apartment,
Okay.
did you remember that you have like an extra baking task and that you are not near your kitchen?
No. Oh, right. I have to cook because of the route. I have to do the route.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No. Wait. Okay. So I have to get up at like 4 a.m, usually.
Yeah.
How far am I from the kitchen?
A commute. Your kitchen's in the edge and the come up is closer to the center of town.
Right.
Kind of adjacent to mine town.
Oh, no.
You can catch a bus early in the morning. Buses run 24 hours in New Prosper.
Okay,
love
that's
that.
good. Okay, so, I mean, I must, have some sort of alarm that gets me up at, 3 a.m. Or
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
or do I forget and I sleep through it, I wonder?
I can leave it up to you, or we can let the dice decide.
I think we gotta, we just fought a ghost. I don't know how much, I clearly forgot, so maybe Gordon forgot.
You want to roll for it?
Yeah, I'll
Gordon
roll
has the
for it.
highest intelligence of the party, though, so
That's
maybe
true.
not.
Does he?
Oh,
Yeah.
I got it. All right, here we go. And 10.
Yeah, with their modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
Buddy.
10's enough to remember to set an alarm, I think. I think it's probably so ingrained into your daily routine to
Great.
make sure that alarm's going.
Great.
Maybe with a 10, it's the same alarm that you would
That's what I'm
set
thinking.
if you only had to go downstairs. So you
Yes.
might lose,
So I'm late.
a little bit.
And I have to bake everything that I usually bake and everything on Cecilia's route.
Yeah.
So I have double the baking and I'm late by 45 minutes.
This is sending me.
This is a
I'm-
bad day.
Yeah.
And I just fought a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wake up
Okay.
4 a.m.
I'm so stressed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Immediately, oh no.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's that kind of wake when you shoot up out of bed and your eyes open and you realize you've made a terrible mistake. And I don't think I'm quiet about it at all. I think I wake everybody up in the house on accident.
I think I'm already up, actually. I'm waiting for calls.
Fair enough. Then Fran and JJ roll perception checks, and I will roll for Samira.
Oof. 5.
No, that's fine.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Sick.
Fran, dead
Yeah.
asleep. Absolutely nothing.
Out.
The sleep of the newly jobless. I think maybe you've already decided that
Checked out.
There's no way.
Truly. I was like, wow, is this what the other half lives? This is how the other half lives?
No, it's not, because
No.
they don't have to worry about
It's true.
paying for meals. JJ, the clatter of Gordon rummaging through the trying to
Another
gather.
ghost. We've been followed.
dropping pots and pans. I think I'm looking for. I'm not looking for pots.
Why
and pans.
did you hide your clothes among the pots and
I
pans?
did.
last
It's
night?
just habit. You know, they feel most comfortable among the kitchen things, and I didn't want them to get misplaced. So I'm grabbing my apron out of the cabinet and my.
Put it like in the freezer.
Yeah, well, I put my rolling pin and stuff that is always on my belt in with the other kitchen stuff, so it would be comfortable.
That makes
and now
sense.
I'm getting it all out.
Be comfortable.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I definitely accidentally open it's so early I reach into a cabinet and pull like a glass out and break it on the floor, I think on accident.
No!
I'm breaking things in the apartment. And then, okay, so how do I get there? Bus? I mean, is bus the only option?
You can't. So in New Prosper, transit on the ground is mostly by bus, or they have like rent an e-bike station. You know, like city bikes.
Yeah.
That you can rent there. Like, not great. They don't go super fast. You have to pay like an Astra deposit probably.
I think what Gordon would do, here's my pitch.
Okay.
I think I freak out and go, help! Anyone? Do you guys? I have to get across town. And I think I ask the group, like, if anyone has any, because I think I'm just panicking because I'm 45 minutes late with double the baking.
Oh, God, that sentence.
I think I've been only half asleep all night, if at all, because I'm waiting for a call from Paz's mom that she's woken up and that I can go visit. So I think I come out as soon as the first thing breaks.
And I'm like sweeping up the broken glass and I'm vibrating like, I'm super late. I have to get out of here. Do you know the fastest way I can get across town?
E-bike. Do you know how to ride one?
Are you proficient with vehicles?
I don't think so.
Then I don't think so.
Well, but I guess I am supposed to take her Cecilia's route, so I can drive the truck.
Yes.
The tuk-tuk.
Yeah. Okay.
So I must be. No, yeah, I must. I know how to ride a bike.
Maybe
That's
not all
crazy.
vehicles.
I gotta know how to ride a bike. I'm a cute little boy.
Sure.
I definitely know how
I
to
don't
ride
know
a
if
bike.
you're a little
He's
boy.
Tombo from Kiki's
I'm
Delivery
Tombo from
Service.
Kiki's Delivery Service. I know how to ride a bicycle. That was Tombo's whole deal.
That was his whole deal.
Okay.
I take it back.
You go down to the garage where you find Ibra's e-bike and you put a big propeller on the front. No, I'm just kidding.
I'd be into it.
That's so funny.
Yes. Do you have a bike? Is there a bike?
Yes, yes, I do have an e-bike. Is it okay if I take you? Because I kind of really want to be on call. I want to be able to get back to the hospital.
Do you mind? It's so early. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure I have time. Paz is a very deep sleeper.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Yes, yeah, can we, I think we just have to go right now.
Can I put on pants?
And as you're doing that, I'm literally going back into the cabinet. I break another thing as you say, can I put on pants?
Guy on shoes. Okay.
You put on your clothes while Gordon fumbles around for every single object he brought into the apartment in the first place.
I scrawl a note on a Post-it for these two to put on shoes before going in the kitchen.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's excellent.
I'm looking out because I woke up. I have my wrench. I'm like, oh, it's too early for this.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Smash.
You grab your riding leathers and your helmet and the big basketball-sized marble of Astra that powers your bike, and you head down to the garage and open the door. And Gordon, you get on in like the passenger position, hug around the waist.
Also in my mind, the Astra, you said it's basketball sized. I don't know if this is canon, but in my mind it plugs into the bottom and then it sort of like spins.
Again, I love the idea of all of these motorized vehicles. You just take a big crystal and you plug it into the front wheel well, and it powers the rest of the thing.
Yes.
So yeah, I like the idea of like it gyros inside the front wheel well. That's very
So
cool.
Glows and is super sick.
Let's ride.
I think as you pull away, my apron, which is only like half tied, is like flailing behind me like a white cape.
And you're off in the western direction of the edge. Back in the apartment. JJ, you're up.
I'm looking for a broom.
Okay.
I'm opening every closet. Like, where are the cleaning supplies?
Where are the cleaning supplies?
They probably still don't have a lot of cleaning supplies. It's still like it's a clean apartment. It's just, like it's not what it should be for someone who would have been taught.
Is it clean because it's sparse?
Yeah, it's mostly clean because it's sparse, and there's I clean up the dust, but it's like there's spots I miss, and
There's just
I'm
not a
not
lot
good
there.
at this.
Yeah.
All my stuff is in the laundry room though.
Oh. That makes... I climb over Samira like, broom is over.
I'm gonna roll for Samira.
Ooh.
She goes, keep it down. And she pulls one of the folded bed sheets back over her shoulder and turns the other way.
Whatever. I like nudge her playfully with my foot, like a fake kick, like meh.
Exactly like that.
I don't know. I feel like the broom is like awkwardly behind her head. Like, fine, I might broom your head. No,
Sleeping over here. Gosh.
yes, you're so sleepy, huh? And then I just like fake sweep her head for a second.
It's called a slumber party, not an awake time party.
Sleep bubbles coming out of the nose.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a bad job at it. Bleh.
And yeah, so you're gonna sweep up the glass.
Yeah, I sweep up the glass.
Okay, great. Yeah, I think actually, Fran, do you want to roll a contest to see if you or Samira's awake first?
Yes. Okay. 9.
I rolled a 7.
Hey!
Wow.
Fran, you wake up and you find JJ sweeping.
Why is there glass here?
I think you know why.
Okay.
There's a note under Ibra's note from Gordon that just says, sorry.
Oh, God. What happened? Did you have like a freak out? What's going on?
It's hard to tell what's a freak out and what's normal.
Yeah, that's
when
fair.
it comes to the things breaking.
Do you have a dustpan? I can, because you know, the worst part about sweeping is the dustpan awkwardness.
I'm sorry, what? What's dustpan awkwardness?
Okay, so you know, like you've got like a normal sized broom and it's long, and then you've got this dustpan that's small.
That's what it is.
You gotta,
Like the
you gotta
handheld one.
hold. You're kind of in this weird middle ground where your body kind of looks like an upside down Y,
Yes.
where you're holding the dustpan against the ground because you have to make a vacuum tight seal, and then you're pushing it with a normal sized broom, and it's just awkward.
There are
So if
the
you need a buddy-
long-handled dustpans, but I didn't see the
They
dustpans
make
that are like
long-handled dustpans.
Yeah.
Ibra doesn't have a long-handled dustpan, though.
Oh my God, that's so smart.
yeah, it's not like the weird shovel.
Yes, you're so right. I have seen those. It's just been a while. Okay, I'm gonna go find a dustpan because I can't watch it. It makes me so sad when I see it. So for my own sanity, I'm going to help you if there's a dustpan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If it helps you, then it helps me.
Okay, you don't have to say it like it's a question. If that's how you feel, you know your inner world. You can just, it's okay. You can, if that's how you feel, that's great.
Okay.
It's not a question. You know yourself.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna go get a dustpan now.
Lord.
Meanwhile, you take out your little like crafting ideas notebook and write
Absolutely.
long-handled
Handle
dustpan.
Of course I do.
I was wondering if she was only going to
Absolutely.
come back with one. Just
Wait, okay. What tools do I have, or like what are the cleaning supplies that are available there? Is there anything? Is there a rod in there you don't care about?
I was thinking that the only duster I had was like one of those old one that's on like an extendable rod.
Oh, like a feather duster thing?
Yeah, like a feather duster thing.
All right, I'm gonna take the rod off that, and now it's a height adjustable dustpan. That's what
You're
I'm gonna do.
innovating.
I have to. It's just who I am.
A, B, C, always be crafting.
Yeah, always be
Oh,
crafting. Do I need a roll for that, or
No.
it's just my free?
Roll for dustpan.
Yeah.
It's fine, you can just do it.
Hooray!
you crit
So-
fail on dustpan.
Just gonna just like unscrew the top of the duster and then just start Frankensteining this dustpan with now a height adjustable rod on it.
Sure, you're clambering around the laundry room for crafting supplies, and Samir's like, I guess I'm awake now. There's no...
Oh my God, you were. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just thought that was a pile of sheets.
What did you call me?
Are you not? Yeah.
Haha, you're a pile of sheets.
God, she's such a
And
pile of
proud of it.
Okay, slay.
You guys, yesterday was so weird.
So weird.
That was a lot.
I have never been in a place that was going through all the kind of haywire stuff like that.
You've never been haunted? Is that what you're saying? Great, because neither have we. Right? It was a ghost.
Yeah.
That was a ghost.
It was a ghost.
And it's haunting.
Haunted. Spooky.
No, you guys, stop messing with me.
Oh.
Like, I know the power went out and, like, all the machines malfunctioned, but, like, and we had to call emergency services in, and they, shut down the building, and it seemed pretty unsafe.
Right, but
The-
you
the
saw
creature.
the being.
The what?
The being, the like
The
floating
electricity.
electrical being.
What are you guys talking about?
Insight check.
Yeah.
Bad roll.
Oh boy, let's see here.
Oh, it's +5 though, so 10.
Ooh, bad roll for me as well. 2. Garbage.
no.
Garbage.
Way too early for you guys to be
Yeah,
inside.
I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I think on some level, I'm like, she's either in denial or something bigger's going on, but I don't have time to think about this. I'm too exhausted.
You're like, that's not my
that's for
circus.
a whole other.
That's fair.
That's a whole other day.
That's fair.
The ghost that we fought.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Why did you run out of the building? What was? Why
Because the
did?
lights were going and there was like an electrical... And she thinks about that for a second. And she gets like a confused look across her face. And she goes, it was unsafe. But she doesn't seem very sure.
Okay.
Are you? I check her for a fever.
Ooh.
Roll medicine?
Nice.
I'm like, are you good? Why am I rolling only 5s? That plus medicine, 8.
Nice.
Samir's a dwarf, so her skin slightly cool to the touch, like a flagstone that's been sitting in the shade. But that's normal, not concerning. She seems okay physically.
Oh, okay.
Like normal, regular.
She touches your face back.
Yeah, we're just batting each other's face.
Is this?
Is this what we're doing
Should
now?
I go?
Are we doing this?
Should I leave? Should I be seeing this?
Yeah. Why
Okay.
would you not?
I don't know. I just don't know if it's like.
Mating rituals.
Yeah, I'm like, is this like a religion? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Okay.
Anyway, I gotta go home and get my materials for the rest of the day.
Okay.
Thanks for... Is Ibra here?
No.
They left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She takes out wherever you guys are getting these Post-it notes from. She gets one, and she writes underneath the 2 notes that are already there, like, "Thanks for letting me crash." But the I in letting has a little heart for the I.
Cute.
For that.
All right. So they are now gone.
Yeah, Samira, and she grabs her stuff. She's like, "I'll catch you a little later."
See you later.
Do you have like room in your tightly knit schedule for me later?
Always,
Okay, cool,
Probably.
great,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
Fine. I'll see you later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was so weird.
That was weird.
That was really weird. Is there anything in your experience? Is there like a spell that like makes that happen? I don't know. She just seemed very unsure of what she was saying.
She seems to have not remembered
The thing that
at
happened
all.
like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like not even 24 hours ago.
A very visible, important thing.
Yeah. You remember it.
Yeah, I remember
it. I don't know. That seems really weird. Did somebody... No one was here besides us, right?
No, not that. I mean, ghosts can apparently appear places.
That is
but,
fair. That is fair.
But
I don't know. That seems really... I don't know what is possessing me, but do you remember that weird dream?
yeah, unfortunately.
Like, is this part of that? Was it like a prophecy? Because, I don't know. They were like really like not... They weren't like seeing what we were seeing.
Or it was both that they couldn't
Or
turn
they
away, but
didn't
they
want to.
couldn't.
Is this part of that?
I don't like that.
I don't like it either.
Um.
I'm gonna... Let's get this glass off the floor.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let's sweep our problems away.
Yeah.
You attempt to sweep your problems away.
It's a temporary solution, but it's the only one that I can come up with right now at what is it, like 5 or 6 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll deal with this in a couple hours when it inevitably bubbles up inside of me again.
After breakfast.
After breakfast.
Speaking of breakfast,
Let's go!
Back at the Bakers Guild, Gordon, you, like, I think Ibra, like, slows the bike to a stop, but you're, like, bounding off of it to run inside.
Which is actually what I do in real life, too.
Oh my
Bound
god.
off the back of
My
motorcycle.
mom
Ian.
always used to yell at me. She'd be like my mom would be pulling the car into the driveway, and I would open the door before the car stopped. She'd be like, "Stop doing that!"
Yeah, I'm with your mom.
Yeah.
Actually, Ian,
Yeah.
that's not.
I always get out of the
Safe.
golf cart before it stops rolling. I'm going to roll my ankle.
Why
one
do
of these
you
days.
do that?
I don't know. I have no patience, I guess.
Hold on, stop the podcast. Let's have a talk about
Patience.
safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always this. I mean, it must be ADD. It's always the same thing, like doing 6 things at once, right?
Yeah, okay.
Listening to a book podcast while doing the dishes and texting some. You know what I mean?
And free rolling out of a moving vehicle. Yeah,
let's go.
We do those all the
barrel
same time.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so I barrel roll off of the e-bike.
Yep.
And I bolt into the kitchen.
Sure. It's constantly always bustling. You hastily get your ingredients prepped and get started. Do you have a strategy for trying to get all this done?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't bake at home, bread requires the hotter the environment, the faster your bread will rise, right? The colder it is, the slower it will rise. So the first thing that I do is I can't turn the temperature up. No, I can't. Screw it. I go to the thermostat and I turn the temperature up in the whole main kitchen. So even though I'm just at a station, I'm so panicked that I'm like, I gotta do this fast, and I turn the heat up. Not thinking about how it's going to affect anyone else, I've just realized now.
Oh no.
But therefore, all of my bread rises like a little bit faster, and I make up the half hour that I've lost.
Sure.
My goodness.
Why don't you go ahead and roll, what is this, survival?
Sure.
Something like that.
Something like that.
15.
Nice.
Yeah. With the thermostat change, you yourself only lose, that 45 minutes that it took to get you to the Baker's Guild.
Yeah.
But, you're like an hour late, but like that's not as bad as it could have been.
I bake everything that I need to bake, and I bake all of Cecilia's stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are good to go. You scramble. I think maybe you grab like an intern. You're a junior baker, but there's got to be like, people even below you, like apprentices or people like hopefuls, frosh,
Yes.
prospects.
Prospects.
Little prospies running around. And you get one of them to like help you load up your little tuk-tuk
I'm
in
like,
the communal
Steve,
garage.
pick up that thing. Gretchen, help me over here.
Okay, Mr. Baker.
They're also all 2 feet shorter because they're all like preteens, right?
Yeah.
So it's just me commanding a bunch of like 14-year-old small people carrying giant stacks of bread.
Boy, this is the big time. This is my big break.
Stop talking and move the bread!
Sorry.
And I think right as you get it loaded up and are ready to head out, like you're in the garage, you're sort of pulling out and you go, okay, Prospies, thanks for all the help, and you drive away. Like in that moment is when everyone else in the Baker's Guild realizes that their proof times are off because someone messes with the thermostat. Can you roll stealth for me?
Nice.
19.
Nice. Okay. No one saw you do it. No one knows why. The rest of the bread is ruined in the entire city today.
Oh. It's all too airy.
Yeah.
There's bubbles
ol'
everywhere.
Yeah, and it's all flattened pancakes, right? Because it's like if it overproofs, then it doesn't spring as much. So
spreads.
it's like a bunch of like pancake bread.
I'm so glad that all of my players know so much about the process of baking bread because I don't know a lot about it, and I'm really glad you guys do. And
I'm
are here for
learning
me.
every day.
You're welcome.
I just watch Bake Off on occasion.
Oh, I do love Bake Off, but yeah, this is good. This is good education for me.
Ibra, you drop off Gordon. I think probably at that point is when you get a text from. Do you have Paz's mom's contact address programmed into your sidekick?
I want to say for emergencies, yeah.
Okay, yeah. She texts you, and it just says she's awake. You can come.
I'm speeding safely. I am obeying all the traffic laws, but I am also in stretches where it feels safe. Just
Yeah, sure. You zip zoom through the cars. There's a little bit of traffic on the roadways, counting to detours for the collapsed bridge. But you, with your nimble Ducati-ass e-bike, like top-of-the-line crotch rocket model.
Ducati ass.
Ducati ass crotch rocket.
Yeah.
I
love
need
you,
assistance.
You manage to zip through and around and head over to the center of the city, Minetown, which is the largest district in Lower Prosper. It was built out from the original Astra mine that was used by the Fortress, which is now Upper Prosper, during their war with the Balvaroks 60 years ago. That mine sort of grew out into like a miner's town, like one city in and of itself, and then when the city got too big to be contained by one district, this became the largest district. It's a lower class part of town. The buildings were hastily constructed and not rebuilt unless they fell over, so everything is kind of corrugated metal, not great insulation, stacks and stacks and narrow streets, but for your Ducati-ass crotch rocket, not a problem to zip through. You make it to a hospital, a pretty decent hospital, newer than a lot of the buildings around it, I would say. Where do you leave your bike?
Ooh.
You just leave it? Or?
I think I have some sort of, like, portable lock mechanism, so I look for some sort of rack, something nailed down, bolted down.
Sure. Really, that was my question, is like, do you take the time to park it, or do you just like, again, Gordon-like, just kick off in the middle of like the emergency room and just leave it in the street?
I think that's Ibra's first initial impulse, is just like, all right, dump, go. And then as they're like 4 steps away, they're like, forgot something.
Gingerly walk back to the bike.
Yep.
So cool, so lame.
You head into the hospital, you head up to the nurse's station.
First thing I do is I fish out what looks to be like a small leather-bound journal from a zippered pocket on the inside of my motorcycle jacket, and I don't take it out much, so I think like the zipper gets stuck for a second trying to get it out. Like, so it's a black leather string around a black leather binding, and there's a shining family crest emblazoned on the front, and it looks like a hand, like an extraordinarily symmetrical hand with thumbs on both sides, you know.
Oh yeah, like a Khamsa? Or like
awkward turtle.
Like an awkward turtle, yeah.
And it's the crest of House Bracha. There are official cards and ID and things inside, but usually just flashing the front crest is enough to get most people to stop asking questions and start finding answers. I put it on the table and say, I'm looking for Pasmina Voxana.
The nurse looks through their patient roll and at first like gets a furrowed brow and says, you said Pasmina
Voxana?
And she looks down and like can't find it for a second and then finds it. And points you to the correct room. You bolt up there. You enter her room. She's awake. She seems in decent spirits. She, like, you know, weakly, but, like, waves to you as you come in. Paz's mom, Esma, looks like she has not slept all night. An elf woman, auburn, short curls, darker skin, pointed ears popping up through, deep bags under those eyes. You walk in. I think she probably sighs relief.
I think I go to give her a gentle hug.
Yeah.
Aww.
Hey.
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 I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm glad you are. Sorry it took me so long.
No, it's cool. That last night was nuts.
It was. I have never seen anything like that. That was wild. Did Paz tell you?
She told me a little bit, but she was very out of it when we came to the hospital last night. I thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were there to protect her, Ibra. I am always so glad that you are there for her.
I'll always.
We cherish you very much, this family.
Oh, and I cherish y'all. Oh, that's so sweet. Esma, you're so nice to me.
Paz says, yeah, last night was... Ibra, did we get attacked by like a spirit? Like a floating...
Like a sparky jelly ghost?
Horrible.
Yeah.
It like... And she looks over at her mom and says, it like burrowed into my brain a little bit.
Yikes.
Yes, this is where I would like a little bit of clarity. What the shit happened?
That's a really good question. Fair, valid, important. And I don't have a good answer yet. Basically, we got attacked by electric jelly. It hit me, but not as bad as it hit Paz. And I gotta say, from what I felt from it, not comfortable. So I definitely want to go into figuring out what happened, but I do want to check Paz. How are you feeling right now?
She gets a hollow look in her eyes. She like kind of falls deep into herself. I feel okay. I'm a little weak, but... And she trails off and she kind of like looks in it, like her gaze drifts off to the left a little bit. Like she's got like a little bit of a 1,000-yard stare. And then she comes out of it, and she's like, the doctor said that, I got my scans. They wanted to keep me for 24 hours to just make sure everything was okay. She turns to her mom and goes, are you sure that... And Esma goes, your father will pay for this room, and we will say nothing more to him. I have nothing more to say to him. But he will pay for this room, as that is the deal. Yeah, okay, then I guess I'm here for 24 hours, but I feel all right. Food's, for hospital food, pretty decent.
That's fair. We've had some really bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. You remember that one that you went to a couple years ago? It smelled so bad.
Oh, my God. I swear that the person in the cafeteria was using Astra to make all of that food and had not seen real meatloaf in, 15 years.
It must have been, because everything... Oh, my gosh.
Brown cube, not my favorite meal.
Not really.
Not my favorite meal, brown cube.
Astroloaf.
Proximal loaf.
Honestly, very funny, Ian. I am going to go with brown cube.
Brown cube. Astroloaf is so much better than brown cube. But that's why brown cube is the worst meal.
It's just like a puck of carbon that you charge magic through, and it pops up into nutrition.
Like in Spy Kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like in Spy Kids.
So funny.
Or Back to the Future when they microwave the pizza, right? It's
Yes.
like this big and it goes bing.
That's what I'm saying. So, yes, but, much like microwaves in our real actual life, these ones are made by turning on a magic spell for a minute.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Well, microwaves makes you think.
I love this. Yeah, I Esma, I cannot explain what happened last night, but I can give you a rundown of what we saw. And I proceed to give her a decently detailed rundown of what the ghost looked like, what we learned its vulnerabilities were, what it was like to actually break through it, what it was like to feel its icy tendrils attack, the fact that it seemed to possibly be sniffing out electricity, and I was worried about why it went after Paz.
Esma sighs tiredly. I did not want this for you kids. We thought that when the war was over, we would spare you these kinds of turmoils. We did not want the children we raised in this city to follow us in our warrior footsteps. I am glad you are competent enough to protect my daughter, but I mourn for you a little bit, Ibra. I am so sorry. I am sorry it has come back around.
What? Back around?
I have to make a phone call. And she leaves the room, and she goes to find a phone.
I start a group chat.
Yeah.
Great.
If only the listeners at home could see all of our faces as
We get
things
so
start to
stressed.
get revealed.
It was wide-eyed, pursed lips,
Yeah,
glancing
like, uh-oh.
abound.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I start a group chat. Fran, Gordon, JJ, and myself.
What do you name the group chat?
I named the group chat Electric Jelly.
Sick. And while I'm on my deliveries, I see the group chat pop up, and it's titled Electric Jelly. And I'm like, what is going on? What?
Oh, that's so funny.
So
And then I just go, haha.
first message is, in quotations, I'm sorry this is coming back around again.
JJ, while sweeping up glass, reads this and thinks that it's the electric jelly speaking through the device and is like,
No, that's like funny. It's like because of last night, because it was electric jelly.
Are you the ghost?
Oh, God.
Mark.
No, comma, I am Ibra.
Yeah.
Period. You have my number. Period.
JJ, calm down, ...
And then I just send like a sticker of like a dancing cat,
And then after
just to break up the tension.
after a minute, and then I say, has anyone thought about contacting that government official lady?
Yes.
Inspector Ravona?
Who are you quoting?
Yeah. Who are you quoting?
Esma.
Oh.
Paz's mom said something very cryptic and sounded important. Sorry for no context. I wanted to write it down before I forgot.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
That makes sense, yeah. So is this like that job you were talking about last night?
It's feeling...
I have to go to work.
All caps.
That seems like a great time for me to punch it. I had some other stuff to do in that scene.
We can go back.
We'll come
go
back
back.
for it. Thanks, Bex.
Oh my god.
Ibra, JJ, that sounds like a great time for the next thing I had planned, which is while you're sweeping up glass and getting Ibra's apartment back to nominal, I think Gwen calls Ibra's phone.
Oh, the landline.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
I pick up. Ibra. What's your last name?
Bracha Shinmar.
Ibra Bracha Shimmar's phone. This is JJ speaking. They're not in right now. Please leave a message.
JJ, it's me, it's Gwen.
Oh, hi, boss, ma'am. Yes, hello.
I heard what happened at Boggin's Bistro last night.
Oh,
You were there.
yes. They contacted you. That makes sense. I don't know. Great. I'd love to debrief. I have questions.
JJ, this is very important.
Okay.
Right now, right this morning, before you do anything else,
Okay.
tell me what happened.
Okay, so we were there and celebrating Paz's birthday. Everything was normal, and then suddenly the lights flickered, all the arcade machines started glitching, and a strange spectral being came out of the machines and attacked us, and we killed it.
You killed it.
We killed it. I think we killed it. It was destroyed, or at least we destroyed its what we knew its presence to be.
JJ, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear you talk about this. Do not disrupt the rest of your day, but we have much to discuss when you can find the time to come into my office today.
Okay. I'll be there relatively soon.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Always a very firm goodbye on the phone with Gwen.
Everything okay?
That was Gwen.
Uh-huh. Tall lady, right?
Yeah, so tall.
Yeah, so tall.
So tall.
Anyway.
She called. She knows about the incident, and she
Okay.
said she was relieved.
Okay.
Based on what I told her.
Well, that's good,
Which
right?
is-
That's good for you.
I think so. Kind of. I don't know what to make of that yet.
Yeah.
But she did say that she wanted to talk when I could, so I should.
Mm.
Let's see. I don't really have to go to.
I mean, technically, I'm unemployed, so like you can go.
Yeah, Fran, as you're saying that, you get a text from Sid,
Oh God.
the owner of Boggin's Bistro.
Oh God. Okay.
And it just says,
Boggin's closed till further notice. I'll let you know when we're back.
Further notice. What's the timeline there, Sid?
Governor's office closed us down under orders. I'm getting paid back.
And then I think I said like an emoji that's like a what about me? Like
And what does that mean for my salary?
no response.
no. Okay. All right, you go. I'll clean this up. I have to find a new job. Like soon. Oh God. Okay. This is fine. I'm chilling. You're good. You. This is
I
my
can look
problem.
for things at the office.
No, stop. You focus on you right now. I'll be okay. It'll be
It
fine.
is the Office of Labor Placement.
I know, but I have very particular preferences for my profession. I like to kind of keep a fluid schedule. I like to make
Okay.
sure I have time for like my interests, so it's like I don't know. I'm very picky.
So part-time or full-time with flexible hours?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That's
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, you nailed it.
Right then, Gordon texts the group in sort of a panic because the route isn't going well because I have double the route. And I go,
Hey, does anyone have extra hands to help me distribute this bread today? Because I'm really, really behind.
Fran, would you rather go with Gordon on his route or with JJ to meet the person who gives out jobs?
Oh my god. I want to help Gordon.
Okay.
I want to help Gordon. He's helped out at our bistro, and I know that I'm dealing with an unemployment situation, but that's my bud.
Cool.
So I'm gonna go help him first.
Sick.
Great. I'll just be like, hey, if you do hear of anything when you're at the labor office, like, let me know. Sorry, I'm being so weird about this. Like, you offered to help me with something, and I feel like I just kind of like,
No.
I was being strange. So I'm sorry about that.
You don't have to apologize for anything.
That's really, thank you. Thank you.
You're great. And
Okay.
you're good at things. That's what I mean. I'll just take a look at things that match what you want for your future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay,
Go,
okay,
I'll
you
see
go.
you later.
Okay.
Okay,
Gordon
okay.
is stressed.
All
I'm
right, yeah.
stressed. We're all
All right, I'm
stressed.
gonna
Great. Okay.
I love this friendship
The tuk-tuk
so much.
pulls up out front and you hear like,
Meep, meep. All right, that's my ride, I guess. So I run downstairs and I go help Gordon.
Absolutely. You traipse off on a bread-filled adventure.
bread.
It was between bread and dough. That's my favorite part.
Oh, no. That's a point.
I got my
That's the
first party
first point
point,
of
and
the
it wasn't from the DM.
Oh my
Whoa! The players can just give out party points now?
I'm the keeper of the party
Who's
points.
running this ship? Before we cut to break, I do want to come back and finish this scene with Ibra in the hospital. So Esma has stepped out of the room to make a phone call, to go find a phone to make a phone call. When she closes the room, it's just you and Paz alone, with the steady beeps and hums of hospital medicine equipment.
I've finished sending those texts, and I turn back to Paz and I say, well, that was weird.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy.
What did she mean?
So here's the thing about my mom. She's an elf, so she's been around for longer than, like, me or you or even my dad. So she remembers a lot of stuff from her life that, like, we weren't really around for. Sometimes she does that. Sometimes she, like, something will happen, or, like, I'll be in school and, like, tell her about my classes, and she'll just get, like, really abnormally happy, like really huge grin on her face. And sometimes I'll come home and tell her about, like, I don't know, something I saw in the streets, you know, somebody almost ran somebody over with a car, and she'll get just, like, really depressed. She kind of has some, like, oversized reactions to stuff sometimes, I guess.
She's got, like, that big empathy thing.
Yeah, maybe. And you know, I'm giving her a lot of leeway because, like, I'm her baby and I am in the hospital again. So I just, you know, she's got to feel what she's feeling.
Yeah, but, like, sorry this is coming back around again. Seems like...
Listen, there's chronic illness stuff, and then there's getting attacked by, like, a crazy jellyfish electricity monster. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly, she could mean anything. I'm sorry that you're back here right now.
Thanks. Hey, can I ask you one extra thing?
Always.
It attacked you too, right?
Yeah.
When it did that, did you, like, see anything?
What did you see?
I don't know. It was like remembering a dream a little bit. But there were, like, tall white columns. Everything was kind of bright. It was like, but not like from the engines beating down from the upper city. It was like just bright everywhere. Just like shiny. Is that anything?
Like a pretty star with a ring around it?
No.
Oh.
No, just like, I don't know. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was true.
No. It's don't sell yourself short. I like listening to what you have to say.
Real persuasion.
Yeah. This scene is adorable and terrifying.
I know.
7.
Yikes.
Yeah, with a 7, I think she just goes, no, it was probably just some, like, I don't know, crosswire in the brain, like like a seizure or something. It was electricity, and our brains are made of that, so I don't know.
It was electric jelly attacking your electric jelly. No? Okay.
Jelly party, jelly party.
Jelly party.
Next time, jelly party, less painful for me.
Next time, jelly party, let's go less electricity.
Sounds good. Just jelly.
Just jelly. Ooh, we can do, like, multiple flavors, and I'm gonna start crawling in, like, around the wires and starting to cuddle. I'm like, we could do all different types, and we can make our own jellies.
And as you guys plan this jelly party, we sort of move out of the hospital room and fade out. Hey there, it's Misha. This is The Rest Stop, come take a break beside the path with me, just until we catch our breath. Oh, baby, we are rolling! It is so exciting to finally see what y'all think of the show. We've been working on this for so long, passing it to just our friends, whispering, waiting, but seeing it finally out in the world and hearing the reaction to our first batch of episodes has brought us such immense joy. Thank you for being here. Please keep telling us what you think. Shout us out on social media or drop us a line through the contact form at our website, wanderingpathpod.com. Thoughts, theories, questions, early ship pairings, we want to hear from you. And if you especially want to get our attention, you can sign up with us at patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. You can get special shoutouts, ad-free episodes, blooper reels, behind-the-scenes art assets, and whatever else we can possibly think of. But more importantly, you'll be helping us keep this show going for as long as possible. We're all independent creators, trying to make our way in the world, doing what we love, and trying to keep a roof over our heads. And we really do need your help to make that happen. If you're in a position to help us, and you want to bring us life, sustain us, and bring us to new seasons, it would really mean a lot to us. One more time, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. And thank you so much to our newest patrons, Audrey M. and Bethany G., and as always, to our Voyager level patron, JWX, for their support. Okay, that's it for now. Let's get back on the path and back to the show. So, Gordon,
Hello.
with Fran in tow, it's gonna be the busiest day of your young baker life.
But I really am so glad that I texted her because a lot of these places are like, you get to a block and you have that building and that building and
Yes.
that building and that. So now we can park and split.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I would love to play a little mini game with you.
Oh, snap. Really?
Yeah, this mini game is titled Gordon's Deliveries.
Yay!
Gordon's delivery service?
Yeah.
Gordon's delivery
Exactly.
service. Press start.
So basically, I just want you to tell me about one of the deliveries you have to make today.
Oh my God, this is so good.
So yeah, so you and my Fran, please
Here I
feel free
am.
to jump in.
Yeah.
But you have so many deliveries today. Tell me about one of your deliveries.
Well, actually, honestly, I was thinking about the hospital when they were talking about the food earlier.
Okay.
Because we probably bring a bunch of bread to the hospital.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
maybe it's not their hospital. Maybe it's not where they were.
Un hospital.
Yeah, there's got to be more than one hospital in the city, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Like
Paz has been to all of them.
yeah, fair. Which hospital do you visit?
Okay, I'm going to say we visit. But it's all heart, right? We call them hearts and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yes.
Heart pavilions.
Heart pavilions. Okay, so it would be the Emerald Heart Pavilion.
Okay.
Building story.
I love
doing
it.
things.
What if every hospital is named after a thing that was mined?
Oh,
Holy shit, that's
Ruby.
amazing. And it's like a small to small medium hospital. It's not a huge thing. It's a smaller facility, like an outpatient facility,
Sure.
but it still has a little kitchen. So we deliver them, I want to say, 4 flats of various hot buns.
Sure. Every scene that we create is going to have an NPC who is expecting Cecilia and gets you.
Oh, God. Okay, great. Got it. The guy who runs their commissary, I think, has a crush on Cecilia.
Oh,
Excellent. Yeah, let's start strong.
As she should.
Yeah,
As
as
he
everyone
should.
should.
As everyone
And she,
should.
all of
Yes.
everyone, yes.
Yeah.
So I think we get there, and maybe it's a bigger building, so we go in together.
Yes.
Me
Sure.
and Fran.
Yes.
Okay.
And when me and Fran are walking up to like the back dock where we can drop the stuff off, that guy's already there. Like he's always waiting.
Yeah.
On the stroke of whatever time.
Yeah, the guy who runs the commissary here, the commissary manager, he's a middle-aged Capra, mid-30s. He's got long splitting antlers and broad shoulders and like a dark brown top coat of fur with like a white underneath his snout and his chin.
Very well groomed.
Yeah. And he's there with his hands on his hips, waiting at the loading dock, and sees you pull up and gives a big wave, but the moment you step out, his face like darkens like a storm cloud moving in.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, hi. Thanks,
Hey!
Thanks, you're bread delivery?"
Yeah, I'm
Bread
Cecilia's.
delivery.
Fran,
Sorry.
my route,
Sorry.
helping me.
Okay.
That's big Cecilia energy. Whoa.
And I look at you for a second, and I see like a specter of Cecilia
behind me, and then my eyes twinkle.
And he goes, "Is your Cecilia's not coming in
Oh,
today?"
she's out for the week. I'm so sorry we're a couple minutes late, but we just wanted to drop you off your bread and thank you again for patronizing the Bakers Guild. Not
Sure,
that you have
of course.
a choice.
Come on in, and
That's a point for me.
Yeah, that's definitely a point. I had already moved on to the
You have
next
a
thing.
choice.
Yeah, I was already moving to the next thing, and then like I was like, wait a minute, that was too funny.
Got a party point on the board, and I've lost my pen, so I can't even nail it down. Oh, I got it. Okay, great.
nice.
Okay, so I say that, and we head in. Also, I want to say, I might be wrong. You can nix me on this, but I want to say that maybe there's a romantic holiday that's like coming up. So maybe even he got her like not a dating gift, but just something, a little memento, and maybe it's
card
in
or
his
something.
hand.
Sure,
Like a lollipop with the card
Right,
in
and
it,
then
like
so he's like hiding it behind his
Valentine's
back as we walk up.
sure. Let's make a holiday. This is fun.
Yes.
We're never done world building here on the show.
Never.
About building of world. What season does this holiday take place in Mayana?
Spring. Sorry, I'm basic.
That's okay. Lynn, what stage of romance is this holiday celebrating?
Oh, this is entirely like crush reveal. Like it's not cuffing season. It's not like there's like things happening. It's like it's the reveal.
This is
the,
I like you day.
It's I like you day.
Yeah. Bex, what is a traditional gift given on this holiday?
Since it's all about crushes, it's those jawbreaker candies. But you're supposed to suck them down enough so that you can chew them and crush them.
Aww.
Okay,
Oh,
so
so nougaty center or a soft.
Yeah,
candy center?
there's something. It's like the Tootsie Pop center with the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
but-
so it's hard candies with surprises in the center.
Yes.
And different boutique
sauce.
Like
places.
a Wonder Ball.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful.
I wonder if you like me.
Ah!
It's Wonder Day.
Wonder Day.
So we see that, I see it, and we all know Wonder Day's coming up.
Yes.
So as we're walking in and he's already flustered, over my head completely, and I'm like, oh, Gregor, who you got a crush on? Someone in the facility?
Yeah.
And I'm like giving him little elbows.
Roll persuasion.
You said persuasion?
Yes.
15.
Nice.
15, yeah. He goes, Cecilia just works really hard. This isn't it's not for the thing coming up. This is a separate. And it's so clearly wrapped, like a candy wrapped in a nice box with like a ribbon. Oh, this is for something else. It's just like an appreciation. And he like tries to like shuffle it as he's covering for it, like shuffles it kind of behind his back and like reaches back for a refrigerator to like chuck it into.
The minute he says Cecilia, Fran and I like freeze and look at each other.
I was like, oh my God.
And then we both like blush and we get like that huge SpongeBob smile.
Well, what do you guys like? Do you know her? Or you like?
Oh, we know her.
Oh, we know Cecilia.
Yeah, we know
Gregor.
her. She's our friend.
So not for anything. This is a completely, very important. Oh, what's her deal like?
I'm dead.
Her deal, like, in what way?
Yeah,
Just
Gregor.
generally, like was she hiking or?
Is she hiking?
Definitely
No.
not a
Like,
hiker.
she's
No,
not
Gregor,
hiking.
no.
She's busy
Yeah.
and she's very, like, ambitious.
Work oriented.
Work oriented.
Got it.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
know.
she likes wine.
Yeah,
maybe?
wine.
Gordon, I want you to roll history to see if
Fuck
that's
yeah.
true.
Yes. Oh yes, but my history stat is fucking
Oh, no.
absurd. Oh wow, I have a +6 history and I still only rolled a 9.
Oh, no. But that's so good.
I'm gonna say that's a
be worse.
misfire on my part.
I think you probably saw her drink a glass of wine once.
One time. Wine time.
What kind of
Wine
wine
time.
was it?
Red. It was red. It was a red colored wine. but I've just told Gregor that she loves wine.
Oh, Cecilia likes a glass of wine at the end of a long day. Yeah, of course, I love that. Maybe, just funny coincidence. Both of us liking a thing.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
hey, good luck with that one, Gregor. Maybe.
Sure, and you said she's back. You're my new. delivery
Next
guy?
week, right?
No, I'm the permanent guy.
Oh.
No, I'm just messing with you guys. I'm sorry.
He's a kidder.
Yeah, such a goof. Okay, next week though.
His teeth are gritted a little bit. He's like stomping the floor.
He starts like idly chewing like a little bit of cud in the back of his mouth. He's like, okay.
Yeah, and she's gonna be back next week, right?
Yeah, next week.
In all seriousness,
Yeah.
next week.
Next week.
Okay, cool, great, and everything. Oh yeah, and he finally like inspects the flats of bread that you brought.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this looks good. Smells good.
4 pallets of warm dinner rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Hey, thank you for everything you do and keeping people safe.
Well, you know, we'd much rather give him this stuff than, I don't know, like brown cube.
Don't even talk
God,
about
I hate brown
Are you
cube.
kidding me? Carb cube?
The worst.
Ugh. The starches, it gets caught up in my palate.
We all just,
tasting it for days.
We all stand there for a minute just like in disgust thinking about brown cube.
Ugh.
Okay, well, nice meeting you, and see you never.
Yep.
No, I don't say that. That's crazy.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Oh, yeah, because, wait, is it a daily delivery route?
Yeah, I mean,
Every
probably
morning.
these
So
are
we're gonna
daily
see him
clients,
every week.
or 5
Every
days a
day.
week at least.
Yeah, great. So I'm like, well, yeah, so see you tomorrow. Can't wait to get to know you a little bit more, Gregor. All right.
Great.
Shake his hoof.
Yeah. He has hands. I want to be clear. Cappers have hands.
I am anticipating that every new NPC you come up with now has a
crush
gift
on
for
Cecilia.
Cecilia. So it's going to be a week long of like just
Oh,
seeing
you
how
again.
beloved Cecilia.
No. I think, unfortunately, this is the first time we're playing this game. I think now we have to take it as a given that everyone has a crush on Cecilia. Not all of the scenes can be about how everyone loves Cecilia.
That's fine.
I just want the
Can
bit of
they?
every single person
like,
hiding a box.
Oh.
So we drop off the stuff.
Yeah,
We get
great.
back in the tuk-tuk.
Yeah.
Sure, and you're on your way.
And we...
Yep.
That's
Just like
exactly
that.
What it sounds like.
Such a soft.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Can you run that one by me
Yeah,
again?
one more time. So we get in the tuk-tuk, and we're on our way.
Oh,
Love
it
it.
had a little toot in there.
Yeah, there we go. It was a little
It's so
clunk of
soft.
the engine.
I love it.
Tuk-tuk's small. It's a
Yeah,
three-wheeler.
little guy.
Okay, so something's been tugging at me.
Okay.
We all fought a wraith yesterday. Like, what? How do we feel the day after that extraordinarily strange, unsettling thing
I wonder
happened?
if, like, as we're driving to the next thing, maybe it occurs to both of us that we should probably talk about it. We should probably talk about it, right?
Yeah. What was with that Ravona woman?
Oh God. Well, yes. I mean, do you have any feelings about the fight we had before we get into that? Because I do have thoughts on that as well.
This is horrifying. Okay, we're not talking about it. There was a specter
Right.
in town. Have
Yes.
you ever fought a specter before?
I've never
never fought a specter
Of course
before.
not.
But we're walking around. Oh God. Yeah.
I know we're walking around holding bread like
everything's
like,
fine.
yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Emotionally, like I light a cigarette even though I don't smoke. You
Yeah.
know, like let's just take a second.
Do you have a
Wait a
stale
minute, wait a
muffin? Do you have a stale muffin to chew on?
Yeah. I pull out a muffin. That's what it is. I pull out a stale muffin out of the bag and I'm chewing on it. And then I turn to Fran and I go, "This is scary, right?"
Yeah. It's very scary. And I don't know, it seems like something that even the people who should know about it don't know anything. It's very weird. The Ravona lady, I don't know, like she seemed like, I don't know, unsure of what to do, which for my government officials, I'm not super engaged in politics, but I would like them to at least have a sense of the threats to my daily life. That doesn't seem like a high bar to hit, right?
I agree. And I don't say this, but like it sort of has the weird feeling of when something really earth-shattering happens in your society and culture, but no one's dealing with it.
Yeah.
So it you know what I do say is it feels like something really big is coming.
Yeah, it does. And like we had that weird dream.
Right. I didn't even think about the dream.
Like, and then a freaking creature shows up in our lives and ruins a very nice intimate friend birthday party. And yeah, and we're just supposed to go on like everything's just regular and normal.
My heart's like beating more. Like the more we talk about it, the more stressed out I'm getting. So we can't stop the route because we're halfway through, but I'm really starting to get anxious about it. And I turn to you, I look at you, and then I text the group. I say, "We have to go talk to someone."
Yeah, I agree.
And I really want to go talk to Ravona.
That would be great. I mean, do we even know how to get in contact? She gave us a business card, right?
Yeah, she did.
I mean, I don't know. Do you think she would tell us any more?
She has to.
I hope you're right. I love the confidence. I'll go with you.
Great. And I take a couple other gnaws on my muffin.
In response to the text, I'm also going to say, like,
Going to talk to Gwen. We'll also follow up.
Awesome.
JJ, you probably had something on your calendar before last night's
yes.
combat, last night's thrilling something.
Yeah.
What was it?
I think today I probably had, like, an engineering class that I
Sure.
actually can't avoid.
Sure.
Or something where I'm just like, I shouldn't. But if I say that I'm going to... I could go maybe to the library and do the work for that class.
So you're like, how are you feel? Like you're someone with such a strict minute by minute schedule, and like you're ready to just throw it out the window and do your own thing today.
It's like, I only rolled a 4 for sweep our emotions earlier, so but is like desperately attempting to.
I would like you to roll a charisma save.
Oh no.
Oh no.
5.
Okay. So that was a save for whatever class you were blowing off. What are you actually doing this morning?
I think I'm gonna go to the library research.
Great. So I think if you're expected at shop hours, with a 5 charisma save, I think the instructor is going to know, JJ, always blowing off class to go work on alternate projects, head in the clouds, needs to buckle down and really get to work if they want to go far in this field.
It's not like that's on purpose or anything.
But the teachers are going to know it. The students are going to know it. I think it's with a 5, like word spreading a little bit in your program.
Yeah. I'm also so nervous that I can't hide it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not subtle.
Yeah, so what's the text you send to the instructor for not showing up then?
Hey, Professor Ewan.
It's only because he said Gregor earlier, and I don't think of Ewan McGregor.
So
Sure.
Oh no.
So hot.
I'm going to do some independent study at the library to learn more about infrastructural engineering.
Not a lie.
He wrote not a lie in parentheses.
No, in my head I go, not a lie.
Yeah.
If there's any assignments that are due next week for lecture, let me know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think it's he just texts back.
Remember your hourly quotas for the semester.
It's fine. I have time. I have time in the day. I have time. Yeah, I didn't wake up not in my room and have... It's fine. I can do it.
Yikes.
Thank goodness this isn't like a text-to-speech protocol.
Oh,
Exactly.
seriously.
God, I wish it was.
It's fine. I'm like power walking through campus while texting too.
Yeah.
I
sure.
run into a trash can.
That's what I was doing. Yeah.
I apologize to it. I guess sorry. Oh, that's a trash can. Sorry. Anyway.
Great. So you head to the library. Which library do you want to go to? So in the come up, there are a plethora of different guild libraries scattered throughout the district. There's the Technology Institute, the Academy of Arcana, which features magic and history and philosophy a little bit. There's the Medica, which is a big medical library. There's the Architects Guild, which holds a lot of presumably like infrastructure, probably a lot of your like structural engineering reference materials would be there. And the School of Rhetoric maintains their own sort of like humanities library.
Yeah, I think the 2 interests that I think that JJ would be fine worth pursuing are looking for what I think would probably be in the Arcana one, which would be history and magic to learn about supernatural appearances. Or the medical library to see things about amnesia. Because did not like what happened with Samira earlier today.
Yeah. Great. Which one of those do you want to go to? First, I guess.
First.
I mean, they exist until I blow them up
It's-
later.
I think I'll first do the Arcana
Okay.
library. Like, I'll do that, and then it'll probably be the sense of, like, gnawing something was not right this morning. It's making me really uncomfortable, and I can't ignore it. Then I'll probably end up checking out medical later.
Sure, for sure. You head through the come up over to the Academy of Arcana.
The Arcademy for short.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
DM hates it.
know.
DM hates it. Regulated history.
Thumb out to the side, shaky a little bit. Mild thumbs up.
Oh!
It can be shortened to, like, the arc also.
Ooh, I like that.
There it is.
I legitimately like
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry, Neil. I
No, that's the
legitimately like
winner.
that one. The Academy of Arcana is the school devoted to recording history, philosophy, ethics, what the teachers there call thought design, training you to take in the historical context and implement it in new and unique ways, which is why this is also the main school for spell designers, mapping out the arcane mathematics of brand new spells and uses for Astra.
So sick.
And that freedom of mind is encapsulated in this enormous library. It's a huge building with floating crystal edifices, grand bookshelves with swooping, curling designs lining every wall, made to look even larger and more impressive by illusory magics. Illusory terrain, stone shape. You're not exactly sure which spells are doing what, but one thing's for sure, magic flows freely here. The building's design is whimsical and inspiring, but also to the outsider's eye, super imposing.
Like floating crystal spire things
Yeah.
to light up the stacks.
Larger than
situation.
life, maybe like tricks with forced perspective that as you approach it, like it seems even larger.
Like a Disney World.
Just like a Disney World. If Disney World was
Huge
well, I was
library.
gonna say if Disney was in the business of paying people to make new magic, but that is what they purport to do. So
Yikes.
I guess
Wow.
I was trapped by my own sentence structure on that one.
Shot across the bow.
Yep. Their library for visitors, honestly, probably only a restricted section. I think you probably need to be a student of the Academy of Arcana to really access the full breadth of the materials they keep here, especially the stuff about magical research. But history stuff, philosophy stuff, essays written and bound.
I think in this case I'm looking like history of magic, or history of magical phenomenon.
Sure. What
So
are you
I-
looking for?
I am looking for essays and history on the domestication of Astra to some degree, of how did the grid come to be, and the magical equivalent of how do solar flares impact radio waves. I'm trying to find wild magical occurrence plus electricity in this
Sure.
case.
Okay. I love it.
Do you know that moment when someone says something and you instantly understand how much smarter they are than you?
Yeah, I have that feeling with Lynn a lot.
Just had that moment.
Lynn, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
17 plus investigation, plus 5, so 22.
Whoa,
Yes.
big
Matches
money.
the vibe.
Yeah, I think you can get access to news articles about when they were building the grid out from Minetown about 50 years ago. It's not the technical documents, but it's journalists trying to put that in layman's terms for the people. It's a lot of
Whiz bang! Look at this brand new technology!
Sick. Love that.
big, World's Fair energy. But essentially, it is a technology that grew out of shield spells that were inscribed into the fortress during the war. They were building magical protections for their fortress so that they could keep the Balvaroks, these roving beasts that were rampaging across the entire world, at bay. And once, that was in their desperation what they needed to get up and running, but the ability to control spells from a remote location and send them through conduits to affect a different part of space was the technology that sort of, once the war was over and the city was expanding, kind of led them to create an electrical grid. Basically, the way electrical generation works here is you send a little bit of
Intention?
Yeah, will, thought into these crystals, and it generates a spark. And the purer a piece of Astra is, the more focused an intention can be, your guiding bolts. But if you get an impure piece of Astra, one that's sort of frosted, dull, oddly shaped, still useful, still can generate, electrical power. And so they do. So at one time, it sort of used technology from the war to improve peacetime and found a way to use what was previously discarded resources. So it was a big...
Like recycling.
Yeah, or not recycling, but look at this use we found for shale after you frack it,
Shot across the bow again.
Don't do fracking me.
If you think about it.
Hot take on the Wandering Path podcast. Fracking, bad.
Right here first, RuPaul.
The people versus RuPaul.
Oh my god.
That's a party point for Lynn.
Yeah, so what you're getting from the news articles that you're seeing in this library is look at this way we're continuously using the world to improve people's lives, using what we've learned. We're going to build the best society the world has ever seen.
Very optimistic, considering that we just got attacked through it. Okay. Well, if it was around 50 years ago and it came from the pit, I mean, it sounds great. From the pit.
The pit.
Yeah, kind of upon seeing obviously electricity generation, if it's about the grid, it all goes back to mining and the pit. It was around 50 years ago that they started expanding the grid. My parents probably were around to see that.
Yes.
And that was probably what they were studying.
Right, so remind me, JJ, your parents were around during the Balrogs, where they're half dwarves, they have a lifespan long enough where they were around.
Yeah, they're teenagers or something during that. Based on the timeline you just said, it probably would have been new enough that they eventually did work on the grid in its expansion.
Sure.
But they weren't the inventors of the grid. Sure. Otherwise, we'd live in a much better house. That's how they were able to get out of Minetown, probably.
Sure.
That was their elevator.
It was a big infrastructural effort. The city probably, if they were trying to build a city, they probably had incentives, and that's how they were able to afford to get out of Minetown. Yeah. But JJ, you got a 22, and this doesn't feel like enough of a reward. What else do you want to know?
Now I just look up to see if my dads are mentioned in any paper.
That is so funny.
Ooh.
So good.
I want you to roll history. It's going to be a pretty high DC, I think, for them to appear in a paper in this library.
12 plus 5, 17.
I don't think with the 17.
No, it's okay.
No, I think it's a lot of again, if you're looking for news articles about the first time they built the grid out, it's a lot of
Look how the population of New Prosper is coming together for a better tomorrow.
They'd be more likely to be listed in an essay or a research paper that's in the restricted section as opposed to mentioned in a news article. Yeah, I think that, I look for any mentions of my dad, seeing, looking through the pictures of the things of, are they in the background of this new? No. Oh, it's so grainy. Ew. No, probably not them.
You know what else I'll give you with the 22? Here's what I'll give you with the 22. What you're getting is news articles about when it was first built, and there's not a ton of, technical documentation here. But with a 22, you also notice what isn't here, which is to inlay infrastructure into a landscape is not without physical risk. A lot of these newspapers are propaganda, look how we've pulled together, but there's no mention of and there were 2 people injured on the job today. So,
or even delays in
or even mysterious things that might be people misremembering a Wraith attack.
Yeah.
With a 22, I think that probably
I noticed the absence of something. Okay.
Weird.
Yeah, I'll probably talk to my dad's later about it as for first-hand accounts. But oh shit, what time is it? I do need to go to work. Gwen needs to talk. Oh shit. I'm messaging him
Going to talk to Gwen. Any questions for her?
Oh.
On my way.
Yeah.
Oh, Okay.
And then feel free to cut this.
Okay.
But then I text, our route ends at the coffee shop outside of Gwen's office.
No.
Damn it. I tried.
Good attempt. No.
Thank you.
That'd be funny.
So, Ibra, you're on your way to Gwen's.
Yeah, it's Paz has gone back to Nappyville, and it is not time to go back to school at all.
No.
No matter what, Ibra is not going back to school today.
Yeah. Are you also kind of ditching?
I am.
Okay. Legit.
I'm not supposed to, but I'm absolutely ditching. I feel kind of bad about it, but like I'm doing great right now. I'm gonna and things are weird, and I'm handling them, so I'm gonna go handle them.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see how much you like the class you're missing today.
Oh, here we go.
You don't like the class that you're missing.
Oh, hell yeah. Easy.
What class is it?
What don't I like? What don't I like? What do I want that is probably required for judgeship that my dad wants me to take? Fuck.
Contract law.
Contract law. Definitely contract law.
Oh.
Yeah, there's too much to do. I don't want to go to contractual law.
Yeah, sure.
And so when they get the text from the gang being like, hey, things aren't okay, they're like, I'm feeling the same thing. And then JJ's like, I'm going to go talk to Gwen. They literally text, OMW TJJ. On my way to JJ.
Ibra's the kind of texter that, like, is really into text acronyms and will make up new ones for new phrases without telling their friends what they mean yet.
Yep. I love playing characters that communicate written in a very bad way. Yeah, I think the entire trip to Gwen's is just a lot of numbness and not good emotions for trying to ride a bicycle through traffic.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
fair.
I take extra time. I think I might get there the same time JJ does because I'm going so slow.
Yeah, sure. So maybe you guys, like, meet up outside the front door of the building.
Hey, how's Paz?
Oh, good. Sleeping. Yeah, good sleeping. A good sleep, yeah.
Okay, she's okay?
No, but she's gonna be. I don't know. Medically she's cleared, but
I'd give Ibra a hug.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm glad that physically Paz is okay.
Me too.
How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah, same. Super awesome.
Every day
We're
above
doing
ground is a good one.
so good.
Killing the game.
I just start crying.
I give you a hug. I give JJ a big hug.
I've never shot not an object. Like, it's always been cans and bottles, but it was a living thing. Maybe we killed something?
You take your gun out and, like, look at it in your hands.
It's on, safety's on and everything. You're like, I'm not supposed.
You didn't know. No. It's okay.
You did great. You're excellent.
So did you.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done great.
But you did.
I shouldn't have.
But you did.
I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not like you know. I don't know what happened, and I don't like it. I don't like not knowing things. There's a lot that I don't know, to be fair. That's why I'm here.
It's not nice to not know what your body's doing or why your body's doing it, right?
Samira didn't know what happened last night.
None of us know what happened.
No. She didn't remember that there was a fight.
She
doesn't hide things. It was like it was blocked from her.
Blocked.
And she doesn't do that.
Did the Ravona people do something?
I don't know, like, we all remembered that it happened.
Yes.
She remembered that it happened last night. She went to bed, like, that was fucked up. That was a ghost. And this morning, she didn't even know that anything dangerous happened. Well, she knew that there was danger, but she couldn't say why it was dangerous.
That's so weird.
Did Paz?
Paz remembered. Paz remembered all of it, and then some. Paz told me that she saw something extra in the attack. But she wouldn't go into it. I think it really rattled her, so I didn't want to push, but she definitely remembered. and remembered even maybe more than we did.
Oh. I think, like, in that moment, JJ really expected Paz not to remember. Like, you just see my face fall.
I'm sure Samira's okay. I'm sure it's something weird and fluky.
Yeah. We should talk to Gwen. Gwen will know more. Gwen sounds like she knows more. Maybe she knows what's going on. It's fine.
Have you heard from her?
Oh, she called you earlier. Or your house. Well, your room, your place, your phone.
Right.
She called.
I should clean up all that glass that Gordon left.
Oh yeah, we swept under the rug. It's fine.
Yeah, that's where I usually sweep things. It makes
Yeah,
perfect
we
sense.
saw a lot under there. Honestly, we were like we shouldn't do this, but then we're like, oh, there's so much there. It's cool. And
I mean, I don't know if you saw my dust.
Really a hat on a hat, you know? It's
I don't know if you saw, but my dustpan's kind of crappy. So like,
Oh, Fran fixed it.
what? Okay, well, we'll have to deal with this later. But
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Fran honestly has been really killing it with cleaning supplies recently.
Dang.
I think that, obviously fashion is the big one, but like I think there's something there.
There's gotta be. Frank can do anything.
You're so right.
And we're like walking in the building at this point.
Yeah,
We have also swept it under the rug as this conversation is happening.
We're really good at sweeping under the rug, guys.
This is why
Yeah.
we're friends.
You head into Gwen's office, and as soon as you walk through the main door of the department, her office door opens. Like the moment you walk through the threshold, her office door opens, and she gestures you straight back. She asks you to close the door and have a seat, and then she sits at her desk, leaning forward, says, "Thank you both for coming. I spoke to Inspector Ravona last night,
Oh, good.
late last night. I was shocked that she knew you. I was concerned that she knew you, that she was calling about you. Nevertheless, I'm Providence that you are the two people that work for me and with me. Ravona called me and said that you both were involved in an incident last night for which she had tasked me to find a team to stop such incidents. I spoke to you both yesterday about something I couldn't talk very much about.
Yes.
This was it.
Oh.
I find it hard to believe. Like, it almost stretches credulity that you should find yourselves at the center of it when I tried to keep you as close to the edge of it as possible.
Yay.
Happy accidents?
What happened? Now, you don't have to tell me again, but do you tell her everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
the
nothing.
only thing held back is Paz's revelation of something in the attack.
Now, you all remembered it this morning when I called you, JJ, this morning. When I called you at Ibra's apartment. That was right?
That was me.
Yeah.
We all crashed at the same place.
Sure.
Slumber party.
I don't need to know. She's constantly dealing with students in her office. Like
I'm so
these
glad.
are college kids. Like she knows.
So funny.
She says, "Okay, when I called you, you seem to have full memory of the incident."
Yes. But not everyone who was there.
Yes.
Me, Ibra, Fran, Gordon, and Paz all have recollection. Samira doesn't. I don't know about Cecilia.
I haven't asked.
That would be the only other people who would have been there.
I'm going to start off here with an important piece of information that the two of you need to know going forward. When we talk about this next, I won't remember either.
What?
What does that,
We're not sure. That's why I asked you to find candidates with a general skill set and knowledge base. For some reason, something is happening to this city, and only certain people can remember it, which makes it hard for those of us who can't to try to solve it.
Do we have parameters for who remembers?
Not yet.
oh.
It seems, as far as I've been able to investigate, entirely random.
Archives, libraries, any, can records be kept of these occurrences?
We've looked. It's hard for Some of us to even remember what we're looking for as we're looking for it. How do you search for the absence of a needle in a haystack?
You would have to know that there's a needle in there to begin with.
Exactly.
Oh.
Maybe, I hope, I pray, that you two will have better luck than I. Ravona's been in touch with you. You spoke to her.
Yes, correct.
Once.
That
Last night.
How'd that go?
She was nice. We gave her pizza.
She liked the warmth.
But Ravona is in charge of this investigation, and does she recall?
Yes, that's why
Okay.
she's in charge of it.
So we should certainly keep in contact with her. How would you like future proceedings with you about this I'm writing everything down, and I'm going to do it in paper and pencil.
Tell me everything you can. I'll retain as much of it as I can. And when I don't remember, be gracious.
As a test, I will write everything down that she says. I'm like, for your proof for you later, so that you can be assured of that this memory, these events, this conversation should happen, will you sign here?
Yes. And she signs a grand flourish of a signature. Guinevere Concordis. It's like big and loopy. We pray this works. We've tried. I think maybe we had to have tried this before. See, here it is again. I don't remember what happened.
Well, we should mark this page and file it somewhere so we can take a look at it.
I'm going to file this in 4 separate locations.
Oh,
Whoa.
I like it.
Yeah.
Quadruplicate.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of as many variables
Digital,
as possible.
physical, the weird graphite paper copy. If we don't know how it affects memory, I'm worried that it might affect recordings in some way, based on the research that I did this morning.
Oh, what did you find this morning?
I didn't find anything.
Oh.
How quickly is her memory of the thing fading?
Well, you're not there.
I know, I'm just curious as in wondering.
Maybe one day you'll find out.
Devastation.
Drops mic.
She sort of takes a moment to herself. I think Ibra and JJ, this is probably the most rattled you've ever seen Gwen by a wide margin. The least rattled person in the world. And she has to take a moment and be like, okay. So you'll be in contact with Ravona. And you obviously have remembered it for at least a day. That's good. Yes, very good. You let me know how I can assist you.
Let's write that down, just in case you don't remember you telling us that.
I am relying on JJ and Ibra for assistance and aid, and signs it.
When we were talking about this in the before times, when it was all theoretical, it was a job placement, right?
Yes, the governor himself has set aside discretionary funds for those who can help do something about whatever it is. Did you say specters?
Spectre, ghost, creature from
Somewhere else.
extraplanar terrestrial. I don't...
Fascinating.
It did not look like anything that I am aware of that exists in this material plane.
Fascinating.
I hate to return to the monetary aspect of this very important job, but you tasked us with finding a group that had all these traits. Could I throw our hats in the ring for this placement? I know that last night put one of us out of a job, and I think this would really help.
Ibra, you've got it. This is it.
All of us?
Yeah, there's 4 of you, and you defeated one of these things last night between the 4 of you?
We did, yes.
You didn't even know it was coming. I couldn't tell you. You already did it. You're hired.
Okay.
I text Fran.
You have a job. What? Oh my god!
And I send a little, like, squiggly dancing dude.
And here's your first assignment. I stopped by the site of the bridge collapse yesterday after I spoke to you. There were mysterious signs, things that couldn't be explained except by malice, and we're following those leads as well. Somebody causing some havoc, casting some spells. We're tracking down all possible mundane and mundanely magical leads. But I couldn't tell you for certain that this isn't being caused. I don't know. Anything for certain isn't being caused by what you're currently investigating. Would you do me a favor as your first assignment and go and check that out?
Of course.
Yeah.
We're on it, boss.
Great.
If we're working on this a lot, I might not be able to meet my quotas for engineering classes.
And I don't think that contractual law class will work for any of my investigation time.
Oh, and access to other guilds' libraries would be probably really helpful.
And site access as well.
That might be a little harder. I will do what I can for you, but without being able to explain why you're doing what you're doing, for fear that the person you're trying to get permission from for a certain task might not remember it 10 minutes later. I will do what I can for you. I'm here. I'm on call for this. This is an assignment task to me directly from the heads of state and the leaders of this city. And I have not failed them yet, and I don't intend to fail them now. I'm so grateful that two people I trust are already on the case.
We blush.
Aww.
Thank you. We don't take this lightly.
Get to it.
Yes, ma'am.
This is heavy.
On the way out, I just clutch Ibra's hand in a death grip.
We're just holding hands on the way out. It's really cute, but also we're so anxious.
Our forearm veins are completely popping out.
We're just anxious babies at our cores.
Mm-hmm. As we leave, we will also text Electric Jelly chat.
Jesus.
Talk to Gwen. There's a lot of stuff going on. We need to meet up and also talk to Inspector Ravona. Also, we all have a job. Yay.
Yay.
More job. Yay.
Yay.
Paid
Job.
position. Yay.
Gordon, how do you feel about more job?
I don't know. I have a route. I was thinking about that while they were talking about it. Am I going to go to the bridge with them or am I going to be delivering bread? I have to decide.
Yeah, you do.
Fuck me. I'm not going to decide right now.
Okay. I guess you'll keep me and all of our listeners in suspense.
Let's table that discussion for until tomorrow.
2 weeks to think about this.
Yeah.
The Wandering Path was created by me, Misha Stanton, and produced by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Raffil, and me. This story was game mastered and sound designed by me, Misha Stanton, and was played and performed by Bex Taylor Klaus, Lynn Raffil, Ian McEwen, and Mayana Barron. Cover art by Lynn Raffil, and music courtesy of the Independent Music Licensing Collective. Our production and house manager is Erin Bark. If you like what you're listening to, please tell your friends and let them know where to find us. Our website is wanderingpathpod.com, where you'll find links to subscribe and follow us wherever the path leads. We're also on Patreon, patreon.com/wanderingpathpod. We're so grateful for anything you can do to help us keep making this show. Thanks for wandering with us. Till next time.